I still stand by the decision to stand with President Joe Biden and then ultimately standing with Vice President Kamala Harris. And I'll tell you why. The average person has not been given the level of access that the average member of Congress has to the president. I never saw anything in Joe Biden that made me wonder whatsoever.
Okay, that makes no sense. Okay, so she's trying to say that because she has better access, that somehow she's not seeing things. So I would just say that, you know what? When we did get to see Joe, which was pretty irregular, let's admit, right? Like he was never out and about. He wasn't talking and bringing cameras into cabinet meetings and talking with the press nonstop. I mean, you very rarely heard from him. And when you did hear from him, you saw something that wasn't really all there, right? Like, again, we're not gonna go back and watch the tape today, but you know what I'm talking about. And so for her to sit there and say, well, she's got special access, that she actually got to see him more somehow, and that he was really just all fine and dandy. I mean, she's lying through her teeth. Lying through her teeth. That's why she did support Kamala Harris.
And it's not that I was with Joe Biden every single day, that's for sure. But I will tell you that I will take a broken, or however they want to describe Joe Biden, over Donald Trump. Even if you're saying that there was a mentally deficient Joe Biden, I know that he absolutely had a mental acuity that is supreme when it comes to comparing him to Donald Trump.
Wow. Really? And you say it so eloquently, too, I will add. I mean, look, but, you know, she's going back to the same old, similar to what you hear on The View these days, where it's all about one thing and one thing only. Am I right? I'm right. Watch.
Because when you think about it, Kamala Harris, light years ahead of Donald Trump as it relates to qualifications, as it relates to her overall resume, and as it relates to the fact that she was a lot younger. Everybody said that they wanted to get rid of Joe Biden because he was too old. Then you had a younger, qualified, non-felon candidate, and somehow the people still chose the old white man. So, like, for me, I don't think it was ever about that.
No, for her, it's about one thing and one thing only, okay? And that's the narrative she's going to push because for whatever reason, she thinks it works for her. But let's not forget, according to Josh Hawley, Secret Service told him that Joe Biden was getting lost in his closet every morning, for goodness sakes, and yet they stood by him. And now they won't even show up when we're trying to find out why it is that nobody was invoking the 25th Amendment. I mean, the 25th should have been invoked. You know, they may have actually gotten another 4 years if they had primaried him, at least. I mean, put somebody who can speak, not Kamala Harris, okay, up as a candidate, and you might actually have a shot at things. But no, they didn't, and they are where they are now for a reason. We're talking about independence here on the show. We love being independent. It means we've got some wonderful sponsors, including our friends over at American Heart for Gold. Go check out Trish Loves Gold today, up to $15,000 in free silver for qualifying offers. Call them at 1-844-495-1115. You can text Trish to 65532 today for more. Again, Don pointing out gold down, Bitcoin up today. Very interesting, different kinds of investments, and I like them both for very different reasons. You can find out more about what I like if you go to 76research.com, my financial research company that I started with a very dear friend, Rob Horton. Spent a couple decades on Wall Street picking stocks, and he's very good at it, very good at it. So we make a good team over there. You can get our Father's Day pick. It's actually up some 23% and climbing at 76research.com. Just use code word $.